Today, half of all humanity lives in cities. By 2050, that figure will have risen to 2/3. Munich is booming too. The city is growing rapidly. Today it has 1.5 million inhabitants. In 2030, there will be 1.8 million. But the infrastructure is already reaching its limits. Subways are crowded, streets are blocked. The environmental impact caused by emissions and waste is increasing. Affordable, livable housing is lacking. Solutions are taking shape here, at the heart of the city. Between Schwabing and Neuhausen, in the creative quarter, UnternehmerTUM and the city of Munich are building an innovation and startup center. Startups, established companies, researchers and creatives will all work together here on solutions for the city of the future.
The Creative Quarter offers the unique chance to develop and test new ideas, new services and new products in the heart of the city. And, if they work, to also scale them up to a global level.
The startup park here is already working on simplifying the tiresome search for parking spaces, using sensors and digital technology. UnternehmerTUM has supported the startup since 2015.
We can radically reduce the amount of traffic searching for parking spaces and lower CO2 emissions by up to 30% just by getting drivers to their spaces faster.
This innovation is also important for e-mobility. Electric car drivers can be taken straight to free charging stations. The idea is also delighting BMW. It fits in with the company's mobility concept, with Drive Now for car sharing and Charge Now, a system of electric cars and charging stations.
Park Here is an innovative startup that offers a solution to a very explicit question. I have a charging station that is available, but is the parking space in front of it vacant? And here they've developed a product that gives an answer to that question, one that we find interesting.
BMW and Park Here have meanwhile started a joint venture, a perfect example of the type of collaboration that the new Startup Center will promote and support. And the first step toward an integrated traffic concept. The Munich Transport Corporation, MVG, is also connecting various mobility services.
We're working on providing people with additional means of transport from a single source, so they can get from point A to point B quickly and in an eco-friendly manner.
All elements interlock seamlessly. Public transport services with taxis, car sharing, bike rentals, and new offers.
Smart mobility in Munich means far fewer cars, not 700,000 parking in the streets, but maybe 50,000, which are available to everyone as a service. This will make the city of Munich an even nicer place to live. People are far more mobile with public transport, along with car sharing and bikes.
In energy supply too, Munich and the city utilities company SWM are aiming for sustainability and innovation.
The long-term vision for the smart city by 2025 is for the SWM to successfully generate as much renewable electricity itself as Munich consumes, and that we can also achieve the heating transition with our vision of regenerative district heating.
SWM is relying not just on solar, wind and hydropower, but also on geothermal energy, particularly in Munich, and on creative minds.
It's important for us to work with these creative minds, and if a city can attract them with this startup center, that's also a good step for SWM. It means access to know-how and creativity.
One of those creative minds is Manfred Steffener, the inventor of the first portable fuel cell. In this technology, he sees a solution for the future. Over 50% of building emissions can be reduced with fuel cells. And he is very excited about the new innovation and startup center.
I'm firmly convinced that the Smart City Startup Center is crucially important for combining all the strengths of a city like Munich, bringing together the large municipal utilities, the research institutions, the SMEs and the startups, so they can pool and promote their ideas. And for re-evaluating solutions such as fuel cells, for example, to develop new business models from that.
The new building is due for completion in 2019. It will offer startups, creative professionals and established companies a unique infrastructure. Living labs, think tanks, experimentation areas, offices, co-working spaces and a high-tech prototype workshop. All of them creating solutions for the city of tomorrow.
Many startup teams around the world are working on smart city solutions. The special thing about Munich is that established firms, young founders and city representatives will be working on these complex systems together under one roof. And together they can create far more and better things than if they just worked for themselves.